Actually, I don't know what to talk about now.
Why don't
You lost your thread?
She,
I
yes.
don't think I had a thread, did I?
Naughty.
Yes, you did.
Naughty, naughty. Put your hand down at the bottom. That's right.
Turn it off with.
No, no,
I
you
hope
turn it
not.
off. I can hear her going like a little mouse.
What should we talk about just before they start? What would
Yeah.
you like to talk about?
Well, we'll talk about what they do here at the
Here?
hospital. Yes.
That interests you, does it?
Yes. All medicine interests me. And you can say how you...
We're not going at the moment, are we?
Yes.
Oh, are we?
Yes,
oh, right.
and what do you do?
What do I do?
Yes.
You've turned it round a bit, haven't
Very,
you?
very quickly, yes.
Well, I'm a student nurse
Yes,
and I've been a student for almost a year now,
yes,
and I'm based down the road at the Royal Free. Have you been in there?
yes. I've been in there a couple of times.
Which wards have you been on?
On the what's the name of it? Contiki, some name like that.
It's cocaine, is it? Is
Yes.
That one up on the 12th, right up at the
Yes,
top?
right at the top.
Yeah.
Oh.
Cocaine.
So did you have a good view from up there?
Oh yes, a lovely view, right across the heath.
Yes. I'd say that's one of the nice things about the Royal Free.
Yes, not the original where it used to be.
Well, no, I didn't know that.
Where I used to go when I first of all went to the Royal Free,
Wasn't
when my
that
mother
very
used
nice?
to take. Oh no, down in Gray's Inn Road.
Yes, that's right. Was it a bit grim?
Oh, very, very grim.
Was an old hospital.
Very old. Old as Methuselah.
Old as who?
As old as Methuselah.
Who's that?
Well, he's supposed to be the original prehistoric man.
Oh. Have you ever studied anthropology then? Or anything
No.
like that?
Well, everything, you know, as it comes along, you say, well, I like that.
From
I
watching
think I-
television or something?
Yeah. And you can always look at that. And you know, if you do that, the marvellous things that you can pick up from ordinary people. Yes.
So why were you in cocaine ward?
Well, they asked me to go in to see if they could do anything. And I said, all right, yes, I didn't mind. But after I'd been in there about 6 months, I said, no, let's call it a day. Let's call it a day.
Were you unable to cope at home, or did they want to operate on you?
Well, I wouldn't have minded the operation
Well-
if they could vouch. I said, every time they wanted to operate, I always said, well, if you can satisfy me that what the result will be to
you'll-
my benefit.
Yes.
I said, I don't mind going in. But anyway, they couldn't do that, so I said, oh no, let's call it a day.
Yes.
But I've been very glad of their help. Believe you me, I have been very glad of their help.
You always seem very appreciative of what we do for you.
Well, I'm in a position, let's face it, I'm in a position, a person who's got to be appreciative.
Well, you'll be very surprised that a lot of people aren't, and yet
Yes,
they're dependent upon.
I dare say I know that. I know that from way back you can build up, but you can only you can only give anybody, if they give something, you can only give the same back in return. And I feel quite sure that they are appreciative, or we should be appreciative of everything they do for us.
So, what do you dislike about being here?
I don't dislike anything about being here, not now.
What do you mean,
Because
not now?
Well, I did
Okay.
at first, when I first came in. The first time, all I wanted to do was get home.
Why?
But
Because you didn't feel at home here, or people weren't particularly friendly?
well, it wasn't that. The ward that they put me in
Mm.
was Willow Ward
Mm.
upstairs, and all that. I'm not I'm not calling them, you know, not bringing them down, calling any way, but oh, it was awful.
Why? Because of the patients or
The
because
patients,
of the staff?
yes, no, the patients.
What was wrong with them?
What was right with them?
I haven't been up there, so I
Oh,
don't
you should
know.
do. That's an education you've missed. Should get somebody to take you up there. Only make sure you put your name and address in a big card on your back, otherwise they might lose you.
I mustn't laugh because I shake.
Why would they lose me up there?
Well, so, oh, look at this lovely girl coming on the scene.
Are they all men up there?
Oh yes, they're all men up there, yeah. No women. And some of them, their mouths are open, drooling all the time. That's what I didn't like. And when they,
Why were they drooling? Because they were asleep?
well, I suppose for want of a better reason, they were asleep,
Yeah.
sleeping soundly. But,
Were they very old up there?
oh, some of them, yes, some of them
Mm.
very old. Very, very old.
So do you like being next to Mr. Rowe, the man that sings?
Yes, yes, he's quite nice to get on with. I find I get on with anybody.
Mm.
If it's very rarely I fall foul of anybody
Mm.
to the extent that we have words or anything like that. And I would say that he's just as good as anybody. As good as I am, as good as the man next to me, or anybody like that. That feeling of, oh, I'm better than, that doesn't really cut any ice, not now.
No.
When you get as old as what I am, and you've been through the mill, and you've seen it all, and then you come face to face with it, and you suddenly think, what on earth have I been carrying on like this for? And you pull yourself up sharp.
Mm. You keep saying that 75 is very old.
Well, it used to be the age.
The
It
age
used to be the age
of what?
of anybody, demise. People with getting to the edge of demise, you know, and didn't used to live very long after that.
No.
Now they seem to have found another year or two
Yes.
put on to people's age.
Yes. Do you think that's a good thing?
Well, no, really.
Why
I
not?
don't. Because I think that you get to an age, when you get to this age, you think to yourself, oh God, please let me die.
And
I've had my share.
do you feel like that now?
Well, yes, to be quite honest, I do every day. No, that's not being detrimental or derogatory at all to you staff.
No.
The staff. It's just it's a way of life.
Yes. You feel that you've had your life now,
Yes,
and
and I think I would very much like to call it a day.
you're not scared at all?
Oh, good gracious, no. What's there to be scared of?
Well, a lot of people are.
Yeah, I
When they
know.
get
Well, they've
older.
never really believed in the Lord, and they've never really gone into all the whys and wherefores.
So you think that there's life after death, do you?
Well, no, I wouldn't I wouldn't go to that extent. But
But-
there's something. There's
Yes.
something.
And you don't fear it?
No, no. No, good gracious, no.
And do you think having a faith helps you?
Oh,
with
yes.
that?
Yes, well, it's something to hang on to, isn't it?
Yes. Yes.
Same as I'm not really religious, but I believe that there's something there that you really can't afford to turn your back on and say, oh, no, 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 silly.
Mm.
We've come so many different ways to this meeting place that we eventually we must find the solution in itself to be able to say to ourselves, well, it's been a very hard climb, but I've done it. And I'm afraid that that's all there is to it.
Mm.
I know that lots of people, they say, oh no, you know, don't think like that. But you must begin to think like that as you get older.
You think that you mustn't put it out of your mind
Oh no.
and
No, you
pretend
must,
that it's not there?
no, you can't do that, because everything that's going on all around you tells you that it is there.
Yes.